Yes.
All right. Tough loss. I'll say this: it was good to see our guys back out there. It felt more like that team that that we were having some success with, and I thought I thought we got off to an awful start, one that I'm not happy with at all. But from that point, we did a nice job of really fighting and scrapping our way back into that game. Tyrese, I thought his first half performance was pretty special. It was good, good to see him continue to grow as a player. And then down the stretch, we put ourselves in a chance to win with a lineup that we really like. I think part of it was probably a little rust from not being together for a while, and part of it was the fact that that's a really good basketball team over there that has some players that are near impossible to stop, and then their role players made shots. So, but we have to be better. We have to come up with those loose balls. We have to rebound down the stretch once we get our stops, which we will. But it was nice to see that group back out there on the court again tonight.
James Ham.
Yeah, Luke, with Halliburton having these games, and he again seems to be building, and with Buddy really struggling, is there a point, especially with you guys losing 8 straight, where you've got to go with something different, especially with just how well your team plays with Halliburton on the court?
Yeah, I don't know if that's the move, but like I've said, we're looking at everything. James, the tough part is like this is the same group that had won 7 out of 9. Like we haven't had that group yet, so to all of a sudden start making those type of changes without getting that group back. I mean, that group tonight, even though there was some minutes restrictions and guys looked a little rusty at time, like we were in Brooklyn with a 1-point lead at one point in the fourth quarter there. So like I know we've lost 8 in a row and we have to get off this. But I'd like to see a little bit more. We were having some really good success with how that team was playing before. So I'd like to get a little more a sample size before making any major moves like that.
Sean Cunningham.
Luke, along those lines, having Harrison back, obviously we've talked about just the need for him to be that guy, defensively and offensively. Was tonight even a little bit more to your liking in terms of, was that a little bit more than you expected him to do, especially kind of down the stretch there?
You're talking about Harrison?
Yeah, for Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was great just having him back out there. It allows us to be so much more versatile when he's on the floor. It allows us to have a post up option as far as teams that like to switch everything. So there's so much he brings to the team. Hopefully he feels all right tomorrow. It seemed like he was limping a little bit in that fourth quarter. Didn't look fluid. So I'm hopeful he didn't aggravate anything. But it was great having him out there again. And yeah, I mean, he does a little bit of everything for us.
Marshall Harris.
Hey, Luke, you went probably with the fewest players, I think, in a long time tonight in heavy minutes. Was that just circumstance, or was that more just like, I got my guys, I got to see if I can get one with my guys?
Yeah, I mean, we were playing pretty much 8-man rotation before when we had our healthy bodies. So I feel comfortable with that. I feel like it gets players into a good rhythm as they're kind of coming in and out for each other. And yeah, again, I thought for a lot of the game, they really held their own and competed and put us in a position where we had a chance to win an NBA road game against a really good team. It just kind of fell apart in those last few minutes.
Tony Harvey.
Yeah, Coach, just getting back to that, I mean, for the Kings to come back and scrap back and take a 1-point lead in the fourth quarter says a lot that they're not mailing it in, they're ready to play. But I do want to ask you about James Harden. You see any difference of what he's doing, what he had been doing in Houston and what he's doing in Brooklyn? Because he and Kyrie got this thing going. Of course, they're on a 7-game winning streak, but those players they have really gravitated towards Harden's style of play.
Yeah, well, look, the true superstars in our league, they make their teammates better. They make role players into very good players, and James is really taking that to another level here, leading the league in assists. He's constantly making the extra pass, which makes it harder to load up and double on him, and all those things. And he's such a smart player that once you put a coverage on him for a little bit, he's seen everything in Houston. I mean, people were making up defenses to try to stop him in Houston. So he has seen it all. He recognizes it, and then he gets his teammates in great scoring positions, depending on what teams are doing to him. So yeah, he's playing at an incredible level. He's lifting up his teammates' level of play, and him and Kyrie look like they're having a lot of fun out there playing together. Which again, to me, when elite basketball is being played, it's a fun thing to be part of. So you got to give them a lot of credit, and that's where we're trying to get to.
Jason Jones.
Hey, look, you look at getting pretty much your team back for the first time in about 2 weeks. How do you balance the need? You want to end the losing streak, but you also have to be patient, knowing these guys really haven't played together, in about 2 weeks or so. So how do you balance that and keep that in your mind as you go on to New York?
Yeah, I mean, it's again, there was a lot of good things to take from it, and the loss probably wouldn't be as frustrating if it wasn't coming off 7 prior to it, right? I mean, we always want to win, but really, the balance is going to come from finding that rhythm again on the go. We got New York coming up, and then it's the back-to-back, so it's like we're not going to get any reps in the gym to get that cohesiveness and that flow that we had before. We're going to have to find that in the games, and it's once we do, then we'll start winning games again, and we'll keep working towards that.
Jason Anderson.
Hey, Luke, after the game, Ty had a moment with both James and Kyrie, and it looked like they were, kind of imparting a little something on him. What's it like to see him have these experiences? What does it do for him, and how much can he take from kind of those encounters with some of the stars in the game?
It's awesome. The experience is it's the best way. You want to respect these guys and pay the proper respect and learn from them. But then you want to go out and do what he did, which is compete and try to beat them. And I thought he did that tonight. And I think the more that him and all our young players, even, for Marvin, again, I know he missed that 3 down the stretch, but the only way he's ever going to make that 3 is if he takes it. So, all this experience, the vets we have on our team have been through it, but for the young guys is great, is great learning opportunities if you're willing to learn from, if we are willing to learn from our failures and our mistakes, and we don't keep making those same mistakes. So, it's exciting that he gets to go through that, and I think it's really going to help speed up his progress.
Sean Cunningham.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask about down the stretch tonight. They go on that run. They also had a lot of like second, third chance opportunities in that. Is that just bad luck? Were you seeing some things that just weren't going your way, or some things you wanted to patch up?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's bad luck, and sometimes you create your own luck by being aggressive and going out and snatching something out of the air. And that's where I thought, that's where some of my frustration came from. We've lost 7 in a row, going at 8 now, but 7 at the time. And, there's some balls hanging up there. And I know that's a big team, and it's all vets, and there's DeAndre Jordan and whatnot. Let's go get those balls. Let's not leave it up to luck. Let's create our own luck. We didn't do it. So, yeah, some of it's lucky. Some of it is us just not being aggressive enough to go and take something.